Hi, I'm Sam Abbott, and I'm a photo-based artist living and working in Sydney. I use found images and analog photography as part of my practice. My work, Someone Made of Paper and Ink, is a response to the sudden passing of my grandfather last year. The work explores the role that images play in the process of grief and therapy, and the importance of these themes in the context of photography. After my grandfather passed away, I inherited a chest of drawers full of slides that he took from the mid-50s to the late 80s. The final installation will take the form of a photo book and a slide projection of images from this archive, pulled into a new context as the images respond to one another. The way I begin a project is very intuitive. It is very important to my process that I don't limit myself to a solid structure, because it gives it this tunnel vision feeling, and I want to stay open to unexpected changes as the work progresses. I mainly research with books, and have taken a lot of inspiration from the work of Roland Barthes, Eric Kessels, and Tacita Dean. I often like to take sentences or images from these places and pin them on my bedroom wall so that I can keep them at the back of my mind. But my main research and inspiration for this work comes from my grandfather's photography itself. If a problem arises in my work, I usually go to someone I respect and trust to get some kind of feedback on how others are reading the work. It feels like if you get too close to something, you can't really see the whole picture. I also sometimes just take a break from the work entirely. It could be for a few hours or even a few weeks. I find that coming back to it with fresh eyes, I usually see something that I hadn't seen before, or a new way of approaching the work. Experimentation is something that I've come to appreciate a lot in my practice. I think it is crucial to trust an idea and run with it. If it fails, more often than not, I learn more than if it succeeded. My current work is a total departure from the way I usually make work. My practice has always revolved around being behind the camera. However, using archival images has taught me a lot about the editing process and how images can speak to each other. Working at home has been important for this work. My mum tells me background information about the photos, but the images that I'm most drawn to are the ones that are more open to interpretation. With those images, there is a balance between intimacy and distance, the familiar and the unfamiliar.